Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is HerO Muppet. Let's just start off by turning the music on and let's get into another Daily Masters cast. Now, I've managed to pick TaeJa again. I think I did a cast of him yesterday, and you know what? We're going to do a cast of him today as well because he is just so awesome. So let's introduce the players. It is going to be TaeJa down the bottom left side of the map. He is, of course, from South Korea, plays for Team Liquid. And that's pretty much all you need to know about him, other than the fact that he is awesome. And his opponent, up in the top right side of the map, it is going to be HerO, up the top right side of the map. He is from, where's HerO from? I'm pretty sure he's from South Korea. Yes, and he also plays for Team Liquid, so pretty much just, I'm not going to say a mirror matchup because they're Terran and Protoss, but they're both from the same place. They're both from the same place, if you know what I mean. Both from the same team. And yeah, they're going to be having tons of time. Tons of fun here, I should be saying. Tons of awesome stuff going on. And yes, there we go. Simulator coming down. Thingamabob coming down. We got lots of whatchamacallits on this map. And yes, pretty good. So yeah, getting into this map, it's another Daily Masters, so another exciting game going to be happening here. And I actually played in another tournament today. It was a double elimination tournament, which means I lasted 2 rounds instead of the normal 1 round, which I was very happy about. I actually got pretty deep into the tournament simply because so many people didn't show up, and there were a lot of walkovers. That's what they call it. It calls it a walkover when you basically walk over somebody else because they don't show up. So I'm not sure exactly how walkover is the right word to be using there, but yeah, there was a ton of people who didn't show up. But actually, yeah, in the winners bracket, I ended up going up against the guy who eventually came 2nd place. He got right up to the final bit and came 2nd place and almost won it in the double elimination grand final. He actually won the 1st set, but then he lost the 2nd set, I think so anyway. So yeah, a bit unfortunate, but there's the luck of the draw. Although even a silver player probably would have kicked my ass, so I don't know. For a second there, I thought I was going to take that guy, but then I realized he had ultras at like 12 minutes, and I was just like, no! And I realized I didn't really have a chance, but there we go. Look at all these pros. SCV did a great job getting out of there, although he's not out of there yet, and here comes the Marine, but the probe is hot on that SCV's tail. Another Marine going to come across, takes out the probe, but that probe did buy these, the rest of the guys more than enough time to actually get their stuff done, and the Marines are going to have to run for it right now because you cannot mess with the Big Daddy Protoss right there. Look at it. If these guys are 2 meters tall, this guy's like 3 meters tall, man. That guy is a beast. He is an absolute beast. And he is, oh, look at that movement speed, identical, absolutely identical. Though I think he caught up by like, I don't know, a meter there or something. Here we go, the Marines running, they're running like their life depended on it. And finally 2 more reinforcing Marines come up, and the Zealot is going to get the hell out of there, man. He beats up on the little guys, but when there's a group, he has to get out of there. So very nice. So what's also nice is HerO's very fast expansion here. This is going to give him a great advantage. I mean, Protoss already have the advantage when it comes to chrono boost for their workers, but that fast Nexus is going to give him an even bigger advantage. You can see he's 6 ahead, and that is not a tiny number at this early part of the game. At the 6-minute mark, he's 7 workers ahead now, and that is really going to start helping him out there. Really going to do a great job. Of course, with a couple of mules out on the field, 3 mules, 2 or 3 to be exact. And TaeJa is not going to be running out of minerals anytime soon. And Stalker trying to do a good job, but yeah, didn't quite. And we do have a single Widow Mine coming out. And if that Widow Mine gets a solid hit on a Stalker or something like that, then yeah, it's going to be quite awesome for TaeJa. There we go, checking the other side of the mist. He's actually laying down the Widow Mine, so he obviously wants to try and lead the Stalkers into there when he sort of backs off or something like that. Hiding behind the gas, I really have no idea what TaeJa's plan is right now. He's got a very weird setup. Obviously, he feels like hiding behind the gas, the best option for HerO would be to run in there, run around the gas and hit him from the side, because the Stalker's running straight through the gas. It's a horrible idea. So you want to run around the side of the gas, get a good open idea, and then sort of come in them, trap them in the side, which is exactly why he had that Widow Mine there, to catch the Stalkers as they went across. But HerO didn't go for it. Maybe he just didn't know there was stuff happening. But there we go, burrowing the Widow Mine up there. Oh, is it going to get the hit off? Moves one probe across to try and bait the Widow Mine, but oh, Widow Mine killed something. I'm not sure what it was, but there's another Widow Mine down there, and that thing has 2 kills, which I'm guessing are worker kills. So beautiful, beautiful stuff. The fast observer out from HerO. It's going to do quite a good job. And we've got a double forge and another pylon, so he's currently got 3 gates. The drop's continuing to happen, but no more Widow Mines. It's just straight up marine pressure. And I mean, HerO has enough to do with that. I mean, 3 Stalkers is fine. If the Marines were already out and they were stimmed, maybe TaeJa could win that battle, but it takes ages to drop the Marines down with the medevac, and yeah, it's just not going to work. So here he goes. He's thinking about moving in though, on the ground with the medevac support. Maybe could do something here, but if he overcharges the Nexus again, I think this is going to be all over. He's not overcharging the Nexus, but he does warp in a bunch more Zealots, and yeah, just runs out of there, just boom. Another Marine over there just checking for a 3rd base, but not going to be seeing much. Although these Stalkers chasing the medevac are just going to be obliterating that guy. Look at this, man. This thing is supposed to be invisible, but I guess we can actually see it. So I don't know if I can get TaeJa's point of view. We wouldn't be able to tell where the observer is anyway, so it would be a wasted effort trying to do that. If there was an observer over, oh, there is an observer over here. So all right, let's have a look. You can sort of see this. Can't see its shadow though. I guess it doesn't cast a shadow when it's invisible. Yeah, very interesting. Very, very, very interesting. Alright, anyway, let's move on and have a crack. And we've got a bunch more stuff coming in. 3 more dropships full of Marauders and Marines and stuff. No Widow Mines out there, but that's still pretty awesome. We do have a 2nd starport coming out, which I really, really like, from TaeJa. Where's the 2nd starport? It's over there. So that's going to give him more than enough Vikings, more than enough medevacs, and definitely in the late game, it starts to become a real problem when you've only got 1 starport, because suddenly you need a ton of Vikings to deal with all the Colossus on the field, and you're like, oh my god, I need a 2nd starport, and some players just don't build it. But here we go. I mean, TaeJa is going to be building. He's not even waiting for a reactor. He's just going to be pumping the Vikings straight out of the starport. He needs them, and he needs them fast. Yeah, he's going to be fine right here. So good stuff here from TaeJa. He's getting his Viking numbers up again. And now his priority is going to be A, getting his 3rd base, and B, making sure that he doesn't let HerO get his own 3rd base. There he goes. Marine running in. Doesn't see a 3rd base. The probe is going, I don't know where, but TaeJa has spotted it. And that guy goes down, so a bit unfortunate. What do we got going over here? Just another proxy pylon somewhere. Got another scan coming down. 2 Colossus out so far from HerO. He's got a 3rd one over there. It's a total of 3, and he is going for some high Templar tech as well, which is going to be pretty awesome. The factory finally gets over the 3rd location, so that's going to be a nice amount of scouting he's going to get for quite a while. Yeah, let's have a look at the upgrades. I mean, we got 1-1 for HerO. We got a single 1 for TaeJa. He's obviously just working off 1 engineering bay. Is he? Yes, I don't think he's built a 2nd one yet, but I would be very surprised if he does not build a 2nd one at some point. Here we go, stimming those Marines in. Probe goes down. Boom. And this has got to be frustrating right there for frustrating for HerO. Where do we actually have? I'm not sure we actually have a 3rd command center for TaeJa yet. He hasn't built one. It's got to be soon though. He's got to be thinking about a 3rd base very soon. Although he may also be thinking about just finishing this guy off right now. HerO does have a little bit less on the supply, probably about 30 less. No, 10 less, I don't know, something like that. But yeah, 30 less I think, and definitely those guys. But the Colossus staying alive for quite a period of time, despite the Vikings being on top of them, and the force field stopping TaeJa from moving his forces away when he really wanted to. And yeah, I mean, TaeJa, he's still got quite a unit advantage right here. Active forces, where's the army? Where is the army? I don't know. I don't know, there's no army thing in this, but yeah, he's definitely quite a bit ahead. I mean, he's 8 workers behind, but he's 20 supply ahead, so that comes out to about 28. And he's going to have another crack. Not that many Colossus anymore. I think he took out most of them. So Triple M should be able to do pretty good. Vikings coming out the top side. I don't know why. There's nothing over there they can shoot at. And there's probably more than enough Stalkers that can smash him in the face, but... yeah, look at this, just moving those forces around. He's got another main army back here, and he's finally building a third base, so there it goes, going up. And finally scans, he must have saw a little bit of an observer or something, because he did scan and took that out. And so far, TaeJa is in an excellent position. He's not that good on the worker numbers, but, I mean, both players on 2 bases, I mean, 48 is more than enough. Here he goes. He's finally going to be doing a heavy push out to try and secure his third base. He needs the third base so desperately. And pushing out with a Colossus and with 2 High Templar who do have Storm Tech on the way. And HerO is going to be getting this, but oh, the factory just completely blocking it. He lifted it up, actually. I don't know if that was a good idea, because now the Nexus is going down. I suppose he needed to keep his factory alive, because otherwise he can't build starports anymore, but... TaeJa, he was pushed off right there by a very, very strong showing by HerO. He's got 2 Colossus, and that's not bad. But if we have a look, we do have 8 Vikings for TaeJa, and that's a very decent amount. But it's very hard to get in and kill that third base without being flanked really, really badly. Oh, the Storm's coming down on the Vikings. We know how absolutely awesome Storms can be on Vikings. Just absolutely shred them out, because to be honest, there's not much else that Protoss have in their arsenal to deal with Vikings going off against Colossus. So, yeah, but TaeJa has been trying to split his forces up, trying to make a go of it, trying to take that third base out, but he hasn't quite made it. I thought he had it just then with a group, but he decided to pull them out, and now HerO is pulling out once again, and that's a lot of Zealots right there. They do have Zealot speed, and the Storms, TaeJa trying to dodge them as best he can, manages to snipe a High Templar. The Marauder Slow is an absolutely fantastic utility right there, and it looks like he's going to be dropping into the back of this third base with those medevacs to try and take it out. But HerO, with impeccable playstyle here, has already got a bunch of Zealots and a High Templar, and if this guy feedbacks on a medevac, it could be awesome. But these guys, man, they've got so little energy from having to heal up stuff, it's just not going to make a difference. However, I don't think these guys can make it happen here. More Zealots coming out. He's actually got a Marauder plugging up the mineral gap, which might buy us some time, but I don't think that TaeJa has it here. I don't think he's going to be able to take this base out. Although HerO may be thinking differently. He's actually retreating his forces. Oh, but the Storm coming down, and no, just waiting for some reinforcements. It didn't happen. The factory is on fire, and it's trying to fall down on top of this cannon, just misses it. What a pity. The medevacs do get away, but the third base continues to go strong from HerO, and I mean, he's holding on. He's doing a fantastic job right here. He's got the worker advantage away about 6, and both players are maxed out. Although HerO has dropped behind a little bit on the upgrades. He was actually doing 2 weapons. He cancelled it accidentally or something like that, so he's a bit behind there. I don't know why he hasn't got 2 weapons yet. He was so far ahead of the upgrades when we looked last time, but now I just do not know. I just do not know. And these Viking numbers are just looking so patchy right now. He really needs to get those repaired up, but I don't know. Here we go, another drop coming down in a nice little nook there, but the nook, oh yeah, the bloody High Templar, all it took is a single storm. I can't tell whether that medevac was actually stormed or feedbacked into death, but either way, it was destroyed. And yeah, the problem with a little gap like that is the storm comes down and you got nowhere to move, but I think he did a bit of stuff, maybe. Here we go. Is he going to scan this thing? I do not know. The best idea, I mean, once you keep him still, you basically can't see. Where are the Vikings? TaeJa moving out with no Viking support at all, and the Colossus just pushing him back so hard. He obviously was repairing these guys or something. You really should repair those guys, man. But there we go, he's repairing them. But moving your main force out past the middle of the map without Viking support, not a very smart idea. And I am not surprised at all to see TaeJa back off straight away as soon as the main army came out. Oh, here comes the Marine. So ballsy, man. He didn't just run back. He actually stayed there and tried to take out a High Templar or something. I don't know. Vikings, get your Vikings over there. Get them in position. HerO is coming. You've got to be in position. There we go. He's moved his forces together. They're coming down from the bottom side. And will he be able to make it work? I don't know. He's trying to. HerO not extremely happy about this positioning. He's just got to sort of put a beachhead out there, send some zealots down to check for a third base down the bottom. He's not going to find anything because, of course, the third base is over there. However, HerO does have his own fourth base coming down, and that is really, really awesome stuff. So, yeah, zealots, they may try and sneak past here. Oh, HerO has forces everywhere, man. He's got the Blink Stalkers up the top. He's got the zealots sneaking in the backside. Those sneaky, sneaky zealots, they are going to kill a couple of workers, but actually only one. I think they only got one worker, and then they did get demolished. But HerO thinking about moving in. The Blink Stalkers are thinking about doing some crazy stuff, but they're all out by themselves, and they may have to blink away here. There they go. Almost got caught by surprise, but of course it's incredibly difficult to catch a Stalker by surprise. And a couple of workers going down there from TaeJa. Not a lot, but he's starting to get a bit behind in the economy. And if they start trading armies, I think HerO will have the advantage right here. Of course, as far as the army composition goes, I think TaeJa has a pretty good advantage. Look at all those Vikings. The Colossus numbers aren't too high, and the Ghosts are all over the place. So EMPs going to be going down awesome all over the place. And if TaeJa can get some good EMPs, I think he can absolutely destroy this army. But I mean, if on the opposite side, if HerO gets some beautiful storms off on the Vikings, the Colossus could just wreck everybody's day. It's incredibly, incredibly crazy, this Protoss versus Terran matchup. We've seen it a million times before, but it never stops being awesome. It never stops being one of the most complicated, crazy, all sorts of shit going on at the same time sort of matchups, man. Got an EMP off on the Stalkers. We got a couple of storms off on the Triple M. Vikings didn't take that much damage though. The Ghosts are going in. They're all cloaked up, and they're going to be doing I do not know what, but the Zealot going for the one Ghost they can see. And where is the Observer when you need it? If there was a single Observer here, these Ghosts would all die. Oh, there's something going on. They're running out of energy very fast. TaeJa pretty much running his Ghost into the meat grinder and decides to GG. Oh, we missed something pretty major here. Obviously, we're keeping an eye on those Ghosts, and we missed something. So I'm going to go back, because, yeah, he definitely had more forces, and he definitely lost a lot of... While I was looking at the Ghosts, he lost, like, a ton of forces. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? Alright. So we're going to be watching this bit again at ×2 speed. Okay, so we got the main army right here. There we go. Pushing the main army in there. Got the Ghosts coming in. Ghosts go off and do this thing. Main army. Oh, one High Templar hit. Another High Templar hit. Where are these High Templars coming down from the bottom side? That was awesome. That was really, really awesome. Few more High Templars up there. Oh, that's some beautiful hits, man. Just so many good hits on the main army. And TaeJa messing around with his Ghosts just doesn't quite get the beautiful moves off that he wanted, but he was just getting hit by High Templars left, right, and center. And to be honest, after those beautiful storms, I am not surprised that TaeJa just decided to leave it there. I feel like he could have maybe pulled back, but it would have been a very, very tough sell to pull back out of that deep pit that he just got himself landed into with those storms. And yeah, give the GG. I mean, apparently he's already one up in this best of 3, so he can still keep going. But man, that sucks for TaeJa, man. Really does. But HerO, of course, one of the best players in the world as far as Protoss goes, and yeah, very, very nice to see him playing again. So there we go. Thank you very much for watching this Daily Masters. It's been an awesome one, as always. And yeah, I really enjoyed it. So there we go. I'll catch you guys later. This has been HerO Muppet, and I'll catch you guys later.